calling everything the Trail of Tears, but they left out of here on the boats, right? They would load the boats. And the boats, the ships, the schooners.
Oh, boat, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they went by boat, not walking all up. Y'all getting, now years later, the ones who wanted to go last on them second removals, he keeps saying they came back to push him out, them were the ones that walked. But the first ones left here from boats from these forts, okay? That's why that fort is called Fort Pike, because Albert Pike.
Zebulon Pike.
That's right. He designed, but I say Albert Pike designed him and his people what we know today as Indian Territory. He was a news reporter in Arkansas around Fort Smith. Y'all listening at what I'm saying?
Who is Albert Pike? The leader of the KKK. You know, white supremacy rules this nation. They like to pretend like they're not racist here, but it's all a facade. White people have been lying to black people since the beginning of time, misleading them, making them believe that this country is for everyone. This is not the land of the free. This is the land of the Freemasons.
The following program contains violence, disturbing imagery, nudity, and, oh my God, why are you even watching this?
This is the original Ku Klux Klan uniform. Go look it up. That show you the Shriners' influence on it, by Albert Pike. He started the damn Ku Klux Klan. Okay, this is the Shriner emblem. Here's the Ku Klux Klan uniform. This is their book, the manual for the Ku Klux Klan. What is it called? The Quran. And so you can see the influence even with the Holy Quran, because Muslims don't say Quran. They don't spell it Koran. That show you the cracker influence right there. Don't no Muslims say Quran. They spell it Quran with the Q. Quran. That's how they spell it.
Albert Pike was an evil KKK member, and so was Robert Byrd. And look who supports them.
As also know to Robert C. Byrd, for a lot of us, he was a friend, and he was a mentor, and he was a guide.
Today, our country has lost a true American original, my friend and mentor, Robert C. Byrd. It is almost impossible to imagine the United States Senate without Robert Byrd. He was not just its longest serving member, he was its heart, its soul, and its historian.
Do you think Hillary Clinton is going to have to answer for her relationship with Senator Robert Byrd, who was an actual member of the KKK?
Hillary Clinton actively sought out the endorsement of Democratic KKK Senator Robert Byrd.
I think that this has really been blown out of proportion, and it really does highlight more media bias when no one has asked Barack Obama to disavow Senator Robert Byrd, who was not just a Klan's member, but a leader in the Klan when he endorsed him in 2008.
He was not a leader in the Klan when he endorsed Barack Obama. But yes, Democratic Senator Robert Byrd was a leader of a small group of Klansmen in a small town in West Virginia in the 1940s. Senator Byrd had to be wheeled onto the Senate floor to cast repeated, decisive votes for the Affordable Care Act. If Senator Byrd had not made it to the Senate floor on those days to cast those votes, there would be no argument over Obamacare today, because Obamacare would not exist.
There are a lot of people who wrote these eulogies for Senator Byrd in the newspapers, and I read a bunch of them, and they mentioned that he once had a fleeting association with the Ku Klux Klan. And what does that mean? I'll tell you what it means. He was a country boy from the hills and hollows of West Virginia. He was trying to get elected.
Fuck you, nigga.
Now, how many of you all saw the movie Damien, The Omen 3? Now, in that movie, watch it again. They turn to Damien and they say, Hey, do you believe in Santa Claus? He says Pike would make a good one.
I'll show you the pool where Old Nick hangs out.
Old who?
Old Nick.
Do you know that Old Nick is the name for the devil in England?
Of course I know. But it's a great name for a pike.
Says it right in the movie. Now, that's the picture of Albert Pike in his Santa Claus looking look. Long white beard.
You look at the Ku Klux Klan, they practice Luciferianism in the sectors of Freemasonry. And the original outfit of the Ku Klux Klan was not even a white robe. It was red and black. It was a red, white, and black robe, and it had a crescent moon and a star on it.
Now, in the Masonic Temple in Washington, D.C., which you can go on a tour. If you go to Washington, go to 16th Street. Tony Browder talks about it in his book, The Browder File, with the coding of the dollar bill and all that. He also has tours in Washington. But go to Washington, D.C., and go in the Masonic tour of the House of the Mother Supreme. And look at the Albert Pike room and his Ku Klux Klan books right on the shelf. And Morals and Dogma right over there, his allegiance to Lucifer. And look at the other symbolism in the cases of the things and artifacts he was given at other spots around the world. But one key thing I thought Albert Pike said at different moments in his book, he said, you know, I don't even believe God exists. Therefore, I'm going to go kick the people in the ass because I don't believe God can come and help them out. But he also had a little saying, and I thought it was very profound for the Africans. He said, trust no one who believes in heaven, because they'll acquiesce with misery while on earth. I thought that was deep, because we the ones who believe that after we get our ass kicked all these years, we going someplace else and somebody going to reward us.
To learn who rules over you, simply find out who cannot criticize. Albert Pike represents the hidden rulership tribe, the Kabbalah, the Kabbalistic Jews. His entire life was a drama that touted Lucifer as God, and the Antichrist Jewish king to come as Messiah of earth. These facts are known by the powerful who speak not a word. Albert Pike stands proudly on his marble stone pedestal, founder of the Ku Klux Klan, Civil War Confederate General, sovereign Grand Master of Freemasonry, accused mass murderer, and suspected presidential assassin. Let us also add Luciferian and notorious homosexual to this rogues list as well. The abominable statue is accompanied by a wall of silence, and sometimes silence speaks louder than words.
So this, when you pull up Adam Weishaupt, this is the drawing of him, but also this comes up. If you see, that's George Washington to the right side of the screen right there.
Right there.
And that's Albert Pike without the beard. But all of these is the same motherfucker. Now, Adam Weishaupt is supposed to have been French. Right? And he was supposed to have written the founding documents of the Illuminati. Right? But they paint him as a pale guy, but the guy behind the scenes, we not seeing him. So you would never figure out that Adam Weishaupt is the fake George Washington imposter who changed his name to Albert Pike when he got to America. You remember they was hunting Adam Weishaupt down in Europe after they discovered the Illuminati papers.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I read about that.
Yeah, so when they was hunting him down over there, where you think he went?
Now here's one of the 3 greatest Freemasons of all time, who actually helped construct the 33 degrees or rituals of modern Freemasonry, Albert Pike. A hideous man with a deeply complicated mind, and one who will soon help you to see who they really are. This is how important he is to Freemasonry. He's buried here, in the House of the Temple, a Washington Masonic Lodge, just around the corner from the White House. He was called the Grand Commander, Sovereign Pontiff of Universal Freemasonry, a giant of this secret society, the only Confederate general who has his own statue. And who were the Confederates? The dudes that fought for slavery, not against it.
Now this is Albert Pike, the leading Masonic philosopher of the last century, and in his book Morals and Dogma, which was given to every Mason who advanced through the degrees up until 1974. This was the Masonic Bible. And what Pike wrote on page 104, Masonry conceals its secrets from all except the adepts and the sages of the elect, and uses false explanations and misinterpretations of its symbols to mislead those who deserve to be misled, to conceal the truth which it calls light from them, and to draw them away from it. In other words, you ask for the light, but we're not going to let you know what the light is. Well, on page 321 of Morals and Dogma, Pike lays it right out. Lucifer, the light bearer. Strange and mysterious name to give to the spirit of darkness. Lucifer, the son of the morning, is it he who bears the light, and with its splendors intolerable, blinds feeble, sensual, or selfish souls? Doubt it not. Why, it's simply Luciferianism. If you read Manly P. Hall's a book, The Lost Keys of Freemasonry, he's very, very clear what it's about. When the Mason learns that the key to the warrior on the block is the proper application of the dynamo of living power, he has learned the mystery of his craft. The seething energies of Lucifer are in his hands. That's what it's all about. It's Luciferianism.
This country is wicked. Evil runs this world. The devil, Lucifer.
Not trying to be insensitive, but you is not my relative. All irrelevant conversations take me out my element. I seen a nigga hating on me. Man, don't you be a